Hello and all, welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one we're talking fights for 2026. This one's recently been announced, February 21st, if I'm not mistaken. It's February 21st. That is the day that Sean Strickland returns to the octagon in a middleweight bout against none other than Anthony Hernandez. We're going to get into this fight. Before getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification, get all of this new from this channel, your channel, one and only MMA Vision Analysis. Anthony Hernandez and Sean Strickland set to face one another first quarter of the year 2026. This will get things moving in the proper way in the middleweight division, I believe. The middleweight division that is stacked with talent at this time. And this fight here could very well be a number one contender matchup. Obviously, we all know, I think most of us are aware at this point that champion of the division, Khamzat Chimaev, if I'm not mistaken, is dealing with some sort of injury. Some sources suggest that he's going to require surgery for something. I'm not 100% sure about this piece of information, but it would not be out of the ordinary because we've, I think, gotten used to Khamzat Chimaev being injured at this point. So realistically, champion of the division is not going to fight until, let's say, second quarter of that year, 2026. And this fight here could very well, set us up for obviously something for perhaps the July mark of 26, winner of this fight. Even though supporters of Nassourdine Imavov will beg to differ, those guys will suggest that Nassourdine is going to be the one to challenge for a title next. I personally have doubts about that. I think Nassourdine is probably closer to a fight against Dricus du Plessis to determine the number one contender for the title. So many number one contender fights. I don't think that there's any clear opponent for Khamzat Chimaev as it stands. Many people can make cases for different fighters like Nassourdine Imavov. But personally, I don't think that Imavov is going to be the one challenging for a title next. Not because he's not deserving of a title shot. It's because champion of division Islam Makhachev is not going to be back in action until, I think, best case scenario, second quarter of 26. And I don't think that Nassourdine nor Dricus, former middleweight champion, can afford to stay inactive for that long. So I think that the wise thing to do here is to set up a fight between Nassourdine Imavov and Dricus du Plessis. We have this fight here, obviously, Anthony Hernandez against Sean Strickland. Both of these fights can turn out to be number one contender matchups, and that way I think we get most of the guys up top of that middleweight division, the stacked middleweight division. Let's say we get them to be more active, occupied in the meantime, until obviously champion division recovers and comes back to challenge whomever. But as it stands, Chimaev is injured, and Nassourdine, I don't think, can afford to basically stay inactive for 4 or 5 more months to wait for a title shot. I think it's going to be inevitable that Nassourdine goes in there against a guy like Dricus du Plessis. And Sean Strickland versus Anthony Hernandez is very much a number one contender matchup. Make no mistake. And I think this is setting us up, nicely to a great start, really, for 2026, especially for the middleweight division. If you made it this far, appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments, like, subscribe for more.